Thank you. Let's be seated, please. Program Director, Lieutenant Colonel H.M. Maluleke, Minister of Police, General Begicele, Minister of Home Affairs, Dr. Aaron Motsoaledi, Chairperson of the Portfolio Committee on Police, Ms. Tina Jumat, Deputy Minister of Police, Mr. Kassel Matale, MECs for Community Safety from various provinces, National Commissioner of the South African Police Service, General Fani Masemula, National Head of the Directorate for Priority Crime Investigations, Lieutenant General Godfrey Lebeya, all generals, senior management and members of the South African Police Service, representatives of labor unions, Director General in the Presidency, Ms. Baleni, members of the clergy, families of our fallen police officers, guests and fellow South Africans. We have just participated and witnessed the traditional wreath-laying ceremony by the families of our fallen police officers. We do this to pay tribute to those who had laid their lives in the line of duty, making sure that South Africans are safe, feel safe, and are protected. We are gathered here today to remember, but also to salute and commemorate 33 brave men and women who were killed while serving their country between the dates of the 1st of April 2021 and 31st of March 2022. The circumstances surrounding their deaths vary and are different. Among those we honoring, some were targeted by criminals for their firearms. Others were involved in shootouts with criminals. Others were killed by reckless drivers on our roads who failed to stop when they were pulled over by our police. And some died in accidents. This National Commemoration Day should serve not only as a moment to pay tribute to our fallen men and women in blue who lost their lives in the fight against crime, it should also serve to mobilize society against the killing of our police officers. No society can remain silent when criminals have clearly declared war on the police. Our men and women in blue represent the authority of the state, and any attack on them is a direct attack on the state, but it is also an attack on the people of South Africa. if criminals bother to read history, they must know that no one has ever defeated the people. Those responsible for police killings who have not yet been arrested must know that wherever they are, they will be found and they will face the full might of the law. We should spare a thought for our policemen and women in blue and what they must feel each time they leave their homes and their families to enforce the law. Yet, even knowing the risks, our police continue bravely and relentlessly on a daily basis with a keen determination to prioritize the safety and security of the people of South Africa. We honor the memories of our beloved heroes and heroines, remembering the amazing challenges that all of them face on a daily basis. And all of them were amazing human beings. They were amazing colleagues, sons, daughters, husbands, wives, brothers, sisters, uncles, and aunts, neighbors, and they were also friends to many of us around the country. While this may be of little comfort to the families, we commend the police for the inroads they are making to arrest those who murder police. In the recent media briefing by the Directorate for Priority Crime Investigations, Lieutenant General Libya confirmed that 187 suspects had been arrested for the murder of police officials since 2018. 55 accused were convicted and sentenced during the same period. We will ensure that the South African Police Service is adequately resourced to prevent, combat, and investigate police killings. All the perpetrators of these attacks on police must be brought to book. If we are to win the war against crime and police killings, we need to build healthy, stronger relations between the police and the communities that they serve. In any community where crime happens, we often find that somebody always knows something. Some of our people remain silent for fear of victimization. It is for this reason that we are always striving to make it easier for citizens to anonymously report crime or suspicious activities by certain people that happen in their communities. The rejuvenation of community policing forums, which General Masemula spoke so passionately about when he was appointed, is a priority to bridge the divide between local police and their communities. It is important that community policing forums work so that communities can appreciate the critical role they play by working with police and by reporting criminals who live amongst them. The fight against crime cannot be won by the police on their own. We now live at a moment where many South Africans are deeply concerned about crime and safety in our country. I can say that the Minister of Police, General Masemola, and all the other police officials are redoubling their efforts and focus on fighting criminality in our country. The redoubling is leading to the setting up of various units and structures within the police that are going to ensure that we focus much more intently on criminality that so negatively affects our people. We must all, as South Africans, take responsibility for each other's safety. As we remember our fallen heroes and heroines, we salute all police officers for the love they have for our country and its residents, and for their patriotic spirit and resilience in the face of brazen criminals. We must demonstrate that we value our law enforcement officers who make a deliberate choice to take up policing as a calling, as a career, rather than a mere job. Today, we thank our fallen heroes and heroines posthumously for their sacrifice. We are here to cherish the memories they have left behind, whether as family members or as colleagues. Let us, amid the despair, sustain the determination that the lives lost should not have been lost in vain. Let us transform the sorrow, the hurt, and the anger at the death of our fallen heroes and heroines into a sense of determination to rid our streets of all forms of crime. The 1st of September each year is the start of Police Safety Month. I call upon all police members to remain vigilant at all times, to remain focused on their tasks of ensuring that South Africans are safe. I call upon them to take heed and implement the objectives of the police safety strategy, ensuring at all times that any action that you take as police officers is within the confines of the law. While we are here today to honor members of our police service who have lost their lives in a particular financial year, we know that South African police service personnel face risk on a daily basis. As I said, as they leave their homes and families, they face enormous risks. As recently as Tuesday, the 30th of August 2022, we lost Warrant Officer Willem Erasmus when a fixed-wing aircraft of the police service crashed at Rand Airport here in Gauteng. 4 contractors to the South African Police Service also perished in this tragedy. We offer the family and colleagues and friends of these people who have passed away our sincere condolences. We pray equally for a speedy recovery of Captain Casper Swanepoel, who sustained serious injuries and is currently receiving medical care in hospital. Let us all present here today renew our commitment to unite and to work together to ensure that those who are responsible for crime pay for their deeds. We salute our fallen heroes and heroines for their bravery and their selfless approach to providing communities with a sense of comfort. We also thank them for uniting us and their families in love and in prayer as we are gathered here today to pay homage to them. We thank God for the years we lived and worked with them, and long may their memories live. And we pray that may comfort, may long-suffering approach to life be with their families, their children, and may their souls continue to rest in eternal peace. Today, as I look and survey the men and women in blue uniform right in front of me, I cannot but be filled with pride and joy at all of you gathered here and many others who are part of the police service for the dedication that you continue to show to your country, to your countrymen and women, as you have taken up your calling as police officers, risking your lives on a daily basis in service to the people of South Africa. May you continue to grow strong in your tasks and perform them to the best of your ability. Today, I'd like to say that South Africa stands behind you. South Africa supports you. South Africa honors you. And South Africa wants you to succeed at what you do, making South Africans safe, feel safe, and also fighting criminality. Thank you very much for the work that you do for the people of South Africa. I thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise.